everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Turnips to Tangerines. And today we are going to make a 2-ingredient candy recipe, Cool-Up candy. Actually, I just saw this on the some YouTube channels I watch, and I thought, wow, that sounds interesting. I'm going to see if this works, because now that my husband can't have peanuts anymore, he eats more like the Three Musketeer bars and things like that, Milky Ways. And these are supposed to be like a knockoff, I guess you would say, of a Three Musketeer bar. And I thought, well, what the heck, you know, might as well try it. And it calls for 1 tub, which this is 8 ounce, of just plain old Cool Whip, the original. I don't know if it works with, you know, the other kinds of free or sugar-free, or what other kind do they have, like a extra creamy, I don't know. So I just got this. And then the recipes that I looked at called for using chocolate chips. And instead of using chocolate chips, and it is that time of year here in Wisconsin where you're going to find Ambrosia Chocolate in most grocery stores. And so I picked up some Ambrosia Chocolate, which is, I have mentioned this many times before here. Every year I buy some, at least 2 big slabs of it like this, and make, you know, peanut clusters or coconut clusters or, you know, things like that. I've pretty much have dipped or coated just about anything you can think of in Ambrosia Chocolate. And this is a milk chocolate coating. I mean, you know, Chinese noodles, the crunchy ones, orange slices, peanuts, cashews, raisins, coconut, oh geez, what else? You name it. Like I said, I have been coating or making Christmas candy with Ambrosia Chocolate now for well over 40 years, you know. I've never made fudge with it though. That I have never done. Pretzels, I have coated every kind of pretzel you can think of. You know, the pretzel rods, round ones. I mean, you name it. We have used it. Peanut butter balls, you name it, we've made it with the Ambrosia Chocolate. So I thought, well, why not, you know? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take one of my chunks here of chocolate and put it in the bowl here. And I just put it on, I heat it in a microwave. Usually I do use a double boiler. Very seldom do I use my microwave. But since this is, you know, considered a super easy 1, 2, 3 recipe, I thought I would just melt this in the microwave. Like I said, normally when I'm dipping things into it, I will use a double boiler because that keeps it nice and, you know, melted, nice and warm and melted, and it just works better that way. But since this I have to melt, and then the Cool Whip gets added to the melted chocolate, I thought, well, it might be best if I just do it in the microwave and we'll go from there. So I will let you know. I usually like do it on like 1-minute intervals on like really low. I have a very low wattage microwave because I don't ever use my microwave really for anything but reheating. So mine is a very low, it's probably a 750 watt microwave, which isn't very good, high, I should say. And so I'm going to put it on a 1-minute intervals, stir it and do it again, and then just keep, you know, till it's good and melted. Let it cool a little bit, and then I'll add the Cool Whip. But let's get this melted first. I'm 1 step ahead of myself, like usual. So here we go. Our chocolate is melted. I would probably take about a minute and a half for mine to melt. And like I said, mine is a very slow or very low wattage. So, you know, you melt yours according to your microwave, because like I said, mine's a low wattage, so it took a little longer than probably most people's, you know, if you have a high powered one. And I'm just gonna see how hot this is. Not bad. Now I'm gonna add the Cool Whip now. And there we go. See how this works. I have no idea. I was kind of interested to see. Well, let me see here. Come on. And we're going to add the whole container of Cool Whip here. Whoa, jeez. There we go. Looks good already to me. Ooh, yummy. My grandmother loved her Cool Whip. She put Cool Whip in everything. Even her potato salad, believe it or not. Don't ask me why. But she did. So, now we're going to take our little mix in our little thing here. We're going to heat her up. Add a little air into there. I mean, I can't imagine why this wouldn't be good. I mean, look at that. Talk about yummy. I mean, looks like a Three Musketeer garden meat already. Filling for sure. Ooh, yum. Okay, I just want to mix that up like that. I mean, you know, just kind of whip it together so it looks nice and light brown. Nice and airy, like the color of the inside of the Three Musketeer bar. You know, I think you need to whip the living daylights out of it. There we go. And then I'm going to put it here in this 8 by 8 inch square pan, and I lined it with, oh jeez, I lined it with some plastic wrap just to make it easier to get out of the pan, because after we put this in here, put the chocolate mixture and Cool Whip mixture into the pan here, it's going to go in the freezer for a good 30 minutes to, yeah, maybe even an hour. I would think the longer it was in there would be the better. I mean, I'm not positive on that, but I would assume, you know, the firmer this would be, the easier it would be to handle. So what we're going to do is put this in here. Yeah, ooh, that looks good. I can imagine it's very sticky, but that's okay. And like I said, this is something I wanted to try when I saw it. I thought, wow, that can't get much easier than that. I mean, you know, come on. And no peanuts involved or anything like that. No dipping until we get this into the freezer, and then we got to dip these in more chocolate. But until that point, yeah. Oh, this is very, 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 very sticky here, and kind of just, you know, get it equaled out here to the edge and kind of get it somehow to the corners here anyhow. There. There we go. Kind of moosh it around. There. That should be good. And I'm going to put it in my freezer. And I have read it take, like most people say 30 minutes, but you know, I'm going to give it an hour. I mean, why not? I mean, I have, you know, all afternoon. Why rush it, right? And if it makes it easier to dip it later on, I'll just let it sit in there for now. And we're going to let it really get good and firm. Because then we got to melt more chocolate and dip it into the melted chocolate. So that'll be our next step after we let it freeze for an hour. So this is what it looks like. And I will say it's very tasty. I'm gonna take a little lick here from the bowl. Very, very tasty. And very easy so far. I mean, but I may regret saying that. Maybe the hardest part is dipping it. But you know, I think I can handle it. So, we'll be back in a little bit after this freezes for a good hour. And then we will dip away. Step to making our Cool Whipped candy is we are going to take this out of the freezer, and we got to cut these in pieces. And then we are going to put it back in the freezer, and this looks awfully gooey yet. I don't know. Is this going to work here? I don't know. This was such a good idea here, using this tin foil or this wax paper. But it's been in there for several hours, so it should be good. But I don't know. We'll see. Oh boy, it looks awfully goopy there, Larry. It sure does. Yep, I mean, they say it is sticky, but this looks really sticky. Wow. I don't know. Maybe I'm only going to be able to get half of it done at a time here. I don't know. We will check it out, though. Maybe I can get it in my, maybe I should put it in my really deep freezer. I have a freezer that's really, really, really cold. Maybe that's what it needs. We got about, maybe I'll just do this first. Whoa. Yep. 1, 2. This is a cookie. 2, 3. Wow. I may have to set this in my big freezer here. But we will see. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Always make the pieces smaller as we go along, but let's get them first of all cut. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we are going to figure this out, guys. I'm going to grab a fork. Watch out, Larry. I almost fell over you. I can't see you in back of me there. No. Yeah. Let's see here. Now, I don't know how this sticks. Okay. Alrighty. Well, these, once you get them onto here, because these we will be putting in the chocolate. Don't ask me how. No, because I'm not sure. But, I guess, gotta get them out of the package here first, right? Yeah. Okay, it is sticky. They said it would be sticky, and it certainly is. Now, what I'm trying to do right now is getting it on this tray here. But I don't know how this is gonna work. This is not working well. I mean, not really. But sort of is, but sort of isn't. It almost tastes to me like, I mean, years and years ago, when I was a kid, a long time ago, we used to have what was called Turkish taffy. Chocolate was my favorite, and that's what this reminds me of. So, this is like Roseville. So, what I'm going to do here is just keep trying to get this going here. And try my best just to get it off the sheet, a little sheet of paper here. And maybe the trick of it is the faster you go, the better. I'm thinking. Let me get a different fork. Yeah. Because it seems to me like Yeah. Well, that's the best I can do for now. And we will definitely keep going here because, like I said, you kind of make them into, I guess, yeah. Ooh, kind of make them into rolls, I guess. Maybe once you get them off of here. Wow, look at that. Yeah, see? That's a big hunk of candy there. But, oh well. There. Let's keep going. Alright, guys, kind of roll them off and kind of go like that and set them down. I guess that's about the only way you can do it. I think so. I'll tell you one thing, this is sticky. They said it was sticky. I've heard that this was a very sticky process, and it is. And we are talking sticky. Well, I hope I'm not getting my candy on. But, okay, I think you just got to kind of roll it off like that. I hope you can see, because I don't even know if I'm doing this right, or I'm just doing it to get it into my freezer. But there is no way in heck you're going to be able to put these in melted chocolate unless you want a nice mess. So I'm just trying to get these, woo, there you go, dogs. Yeah, and then I think I'm going to set this in my big deep fat, or not deep fat fryer, my deep freezer. That baby keeps things froze solid. And I might even let these sit in the freezer overnight. See, I'm kind of just lifting it like that, like in a roll, excuse me, and then just plopping them down on here. Yeah, they sure look like they're going to be good, but it's just, you know, it is a mess. See? There we go. And you kind of take it off, and just kind of taking it off like that and plopping it onto my pan. You can tell it's starting to get a little bit warmer. Whoa. Okay. We got one more small one there. And, I mean, it certainly tastes good. Okay. Oh, boy. And that one, I'll leave this one for a sample for myself. Okay. Ooh, maybe not. Wow. Okay, well, we'll leave it on there. That's my sample. There we go. Whoa, that is really, yeah, these are going to have to be kept in the freezer. It says you can let these freeze in your freezer for 30 minutes, and there is no way in hell, to be quite honest, that these are going to be ready to be dipped in melted chocolate in 30 minutes. There is just no way. No way in hell. So I'm going to put these in my big deep freezer. That's my sample one right there. And I'm going to let these sit in there overnight. Because this is just no way I'm going to be able to put these in melted chocolate unless I want a nice big old mess. And actually, these are almost too big. So hopefully maybe after they freeze really good, I can even cut them in half. And we'll do them that way. I mean, some of these big ones, come on now. But maybe not. So far, they look good, and the filling tastes really good. It's really tasty. So like I said, instead of putting these back into my freezer for 30 minutes and then dipping them in melted chocolate, which I do not think is going to work right now, I'm going to put them in my really deep freezer, and I'm going to let them sit overnight. And then tomorrow morning I will melt my chocolate and we will go from there. Because there is just no way. You gotta work fast, I have noticed that. So, I will be back tomorrow, and hopefully these will be nice and frozen, and our dipping will go easy and quickly, and we'll have some Cool Whip candy ready to sample tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow morning. Okay? Be back then, or see you back then. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Turnips to Tangerines, and today we are going to try to dip our Cool Whip candy in chocolate. We're going to try. Now, I already took it out of my deep freezer, the little pieces of sticky stuff, and that's about what it is. And I took it out of my freezer and I thought, oh, okay, I've tried to just pull it off, and it's, as you can see, that is not a difficult, it's not easy to do. I mean, this is how hard it is. So it is very extremely sticky. I don't know how in the world you're supposed to put that in melted chocolate. So see, it's just so gooey. I mean, I don't know if I did something wrong or what happened here, but there is just no way in hell that I am going to be able to take these off this little thing here and try to dip that into melted chocolate. I mean, there's just no way. I mean, I don't know how people did it. I mean, if you want to know how to do it, maybe you should go watch a different video because someone that can do it, because obviously I don't know how. I mean, I had my little sample. I had a little sample there. It tastes good. It really does. It's good. It tastes good. It's a sticky mess. I would not advise, do not attempt to do this project with small children, because you will have a big mess. I can guarantee you that for sure. At least if you do my method here. Like I said, I don't know what I did, if I did something wrong, or if some other people had problems with this, and if you did have problems with this Cool Whip candy, with the stickiness and the trying to dip it, just to form it into a log here, let me know, because I would like to know that I'm not the only one that had this issue. I mean, like I said, it would be a great idea if it works. And for me, it's not working. So, what I'm going to attempt to do here is I'm going to put this back in my freezer again, because it cools off really, really fast. That's why I left it on this tray, because I thought at least this tray is, you know, cold. I'm going to put it back in my freezer, and then what I'm going to do is just melt my chocolate, and then I'm just going to spoon it over the top here. It's going to be a mess, but I think it's going to be a mess no matter what I do here. So instead of trying to, you know, get this off the paper and dipping it into chocolate, I'm just going to spoon melted chocolate over the top, put it back in my freezer, and they'll be good to go. But trust me, my husband's going to eat these regardless of what they look like. So, but, and obviously you couldn't leave these out like on a tray or anything, like, you know, even, I mean, any chocolate candy is going to get a little melty. I know I've been to parties before, and, you know, the peanut clusters were a little gooey and things like that. But these are going to actually probably become liquefied or something if you leave them sit out for too long. I should maybe do that as an experiment, because like I said, they are a gooey mess. They taste good, but they are difficult to work with. I wouldn't advise, like I said, don't do this with small children or if you have no patience, because you might end up throwing the whole thing in the garbage. You never know. You don't want to do that, because, you know, Cool Whip and chocolate isn't cheap. But I won't be making these again. Like I said, they're good, they taste good, but I don't like to putt around quite this much with sticky candy. I'm not a sticky person to begin with, but look at that. See, and it hasn't even been out. It's only been sitting out here for 5 minutes, and this tray is still cold. So look at the mess, see? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover them with chocolate, and I'll show you how I'm doing it. Putting them in the freezer on the tray, and I'm going to leave them. I might put a little sheet over the top, or saran wrap, whatever. I'm going to let my husband eat them like that with a spoon. I don't care. It's just, you know, Sometimes you make things and they just don't turn out. Obviously, this is one of them for me. Like I said, I have some of my like lights on that I turn on when I'm filming. And I can tell already it's getting a little goopy here. How you dip these into chocolate, I don't have a clue. You know, maybe I did something wrong. That's a very big possibility. And if I did, well, okay. But, you know, if you're watching this video and you've made this before, Cool Whip candy, Three Musketeer bars, whatever you want to call them. I call them a big sticky mess. That's what I call them. Big sticky chocolate mess, but they still taste good. But anyway, if you've made these before and you've had luck, please leave me a comment to let me know how you did these, because I would like to know. So I will be back. I'm going to put these back in my freezer, and I'll be back, and probably I'm going to let them firm up a little bit longer now for about an hour or so, because like I said, they've only been out since I've been talking here, and I can see they're already getting yucky. So I'll be back, and we will finish these off, hopefully. We got our chocolate is melting right now. I'm going to go get it in 1 minute here. And then I'm going to take out my Three Musketeer bars from the freezer. Get my melted chocolate. My beautiful melted Ambrosia chocolate. Wonderfully. Oh, look at that. Isn't that good? Okay. And of course, sample it. I'll sample another lick. Wow. I'm telling you, that stuff is so good you could probably brush your teeth with that. Okay, and here's our Three Musketeer sticky filling. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the melted chocolate and slightly spoon it over, because there is no way I can lift these up and try to melt them or whatever. I can't. There's just no way. Wow. Whoa. We'll just kind of do this. Just kind of coat them the best we can. Do it this way. I'm going to pick this up here. And, I mean, it's not going to be, oh, geez, getting more on everything else here. And we'll just kind of whoosh it around here, just like you would if you would, you know, put them in, dunk them in. This way might be better, because you might even get more chocolate on them somehow or another. And as you can see, this isn't working the best either, but it's the only solution I could come up with, besides trying to peel them off the paper, which was hard to do, and then try to, you know, whatever here. So we're just going to glop it on, whoosh it around best we can. Like I said, it isn't going to be whatever, but okay. We're just going to do our best, right? Sometimes when you cook, you got to turn a disaster into a plus. And that's what I'm attempting to do here. I got a lot of nice chocolate here. And we can use plenty to dip, not dip, but to spread. Like I said, I do not know how to get these off of here without making a total mess. So, this is what I came up with. Instead of dipping them, I'm going to spread them with chocolate. I mean, as long as they got chocolate on them, I don't think it's a disaster. No. And I'm going to come back and do some of these again, but I just want to make sure I can get majority of chocolate on all of them here. And then I'll come back and kind of, you know, go back around and put the rest of it on here. But I want to make sure first I can get them all. Oh, I got plenty of chocolate here. Okay, good. And whoa, whoa. Okay, here, keep going. There. It's even kind of melting it a little tiny bit here. Like I said, these are the darndest things I have ever made in my life. I mean, don't get me wrong, they taste good, but they are a mess. You can see how the chocolate's already starting to set up already, which is good. And this chocolate does do that really nicely, so. Oh, there we go. It doesn't look like it's the best. It looks kind of like a mess here, but you know, oh well. Sometimes baking and cooking is a mess. But like I said, my husband likes them. I don't care. You know, I don't think they'll go to waste. That's for sure. Now I'm just going to try to go around here and cover up some of these. Yeah. I mean, why not, right? I'm going to let them drip down. They look good. Got chocolate everywhere, and that's not a bad thing, I guess. There, kind of do that. You guys aren't getting no chocolate. You can't have chocolate, no. Nope, so you won't be getting any of this. Hate to say it, but you can't. And then I'm just gonna go, like I said, go back around and kind of just make sure that they're at least covered the best that you can do. I mean, yeah. Use up the chocolate I have. Boy, I tell you, these are some weird looking Three Musketeer bars. Whatever. Cool Whip candy, Three Musketeer, drippy candy, sticky. I'm going to put them back in the freezer because they have to be kept in the freezer. I wouldn't even keep these in the refrigerator, to tell you the truth. These are definitely freezer only. There. Oh, I forgot one. There we go. There we go. Let's cover you up. Go around and make sure I got them all covered anyhow. At least majority of them covered. No, we got a mess going. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's get some of that on here. Yeah. There, like I said, this is about the best I can do for this. And I'm going to put these back in the freezer. And I'm going to just drizzle maybe something else on them here just to make them look a little better. And we will see how that works. So, we will be back. I'm going to put these, let them set up in the freezer. Like I said, these don't look the best, but hey, it's chocolate. I'm going to fix all these up, put them back in my freezer, and then I'm going to come back and I'll show you what we're going to do then. Okay? Be right back. Well, I'll be back in about an hour. Taking my candy out of the freezer. Checking to see how it turned out. Oh, doesn't look too bad. Not really. And I decided I'm just gonna make a little bit more decoration on top. Here I have a little bit of this red gel icing that I've been trying to get rid of here. So I think I'm just gonna see how this looks on here and give it a little bit of just a design. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Oh, that one doesn't look too good. Oh well. Just kind of a skirt back and forth here. Yeah. I'm gonna give them a little, this one, I don't know what I was doing on that one, but okay. Just kind of go like that. And I will then put these back in the freezer again. And then after that, we will see how this works. like I said, just to give them a little color here. Yeah, I didn't want to put anything else on, and I bought this a long while ago, and I thought, well, here, if anything, there. Cover up some of the maybe lumps on the candy part. It didn't turn out too bad considering. I was a little worried there for a while, but I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, you know, I don't know if I can get them up any better here. No, not really. See, they're still really, really gooey. But see, that's the best I could do. I mean, the top is fine. You can lift up the top part. So, we're going to just have to kind of eat them like that, I guess. Yeah. I was kind of glad that I did that because at least you can get them off the paper, I guess, so far. So, and we will let this come and harden up here a little bit, and I will come back. And whoa, jeez. And we will sample that one there that I know I can lift up. So, oh, there. Well, I guess we'll just there. Put a few little dots on that one, I guess. So, I'm going to put this back in the freezer again. And then when I come back, I will take a little sample, a little sample bite, but I just wanted to let the icing get a little, you know, firm before I start taking a bite on one. And so far, so good. Like I said, the chocolate really set up nice. So that's really a plus here. Yeah. And, oh, what the heck. I'll try one. What the heck, right? Oh, see? It doesn't take long for them to get gooey. That's the top. And turn you around a little bit. You might want to eat these standing outside in a snowstorm. They might not get all gooey like that. Lick your fingers off. Oh. Wow. Oh. Wow. Not bad. Messy. They are. Very messy. But they're not bad. I mean, considering. I mean, they are a mess. As you can see by my fingers. But, it tastes pretty good to me. So, I mean, if you can overlook the mess and everything else, they taste good. I will say that, but they are a mess. So here we are. Cool Whip candy, sort of. And I'm just going to show you how I did this again. And like I said, it's still really gooey on the bottom. Really gooey on the bottom, but you can twirl it over and eat it that way. And it's good. It tastes good, so that's a plus. But you got to keep these evidently in your freezer because they're already starting to get kind of goopy. But they taste good. So, I mean, is it a success, sort of? But, you know, I guess. I mean, you're not going to be able to take these somewhere and put them out and have people eat them slowly because it won't work that way because of the bottom. But all in all, they taste good. What the heck? Why not? I tried something different. I mean, You know, sometimes you just gotta try something different. Will my husband like them? Yeah, probably. And since he can't eat, you know, anything with nuts, these are perfect for him. So, I would say, yeah, give them a try and see how you like them. I mean, they taste really good, so that's always, you know, good. So, you have yourself a good day. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Turnips to Tangerines, and see you again next time. Bye now.